everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a cat eye inspired by Angelina Jolie. Now what I love about her cat eye in particular is that it's really bold and has really rich colors to it, but at the same time it's really soft and smoky and almost like a natural sort of makeup look as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and here's the tutorial. So I'm going to start off with a really nude base, and this is Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm just picking it up with one of my brushes from Mineral Hygienics, so any concealer brush will do. I'm going to put that all over my lid and work it all the way up to right underneath my brow, and this is just going to create a really nice sticky base for my eyeshadows to stick to. Next I'm going to take a very neutral vanilla-y cream color. This is called Blank Type from MAC, and I'm using a flat shader brush. This is the MAC 239 flat shader brush. I'm going to put that all over the lid. This is a really pretty highlight color. Also for any kind of neutral colors, or even if you want to just lighten up a darker color, this color or this particular eyeshadow works really great for that purpose. Now if you have any kind of medium brown eyeshadow, go ahead and grab that. This is Swiss Chocolate from MAC, and also grab your fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to really smush it in there so we have it on the tip like that. Make sure to tap it off just so the eyeshadow doesn't fall onto your cheek. And I'm just going to put that right here in my crease. And this is just going to create a really soft shadow. I don't want too much color, but I just want it to be really soft and really natural looking. And that is it for the eyeshadow. I just want a really natural color just to kind of make my crease look a little bit deeper. And then next we're going to start with the eyeliner, and I'm going to be using Black Track Fluid Line, and this is from MAC, and it is a basic black color. Now if you're not familiar with what Fluid Line is, it's a gel eyeliner. And I usually like to use the 209 brush. Yeah, 209 from MAC. And it is a very small script brush. Now if you're not comfortable with script brushes or really fine brushes like this, you can also use an angled brush. This is from Afterglow Cosmetics. You can use any kind of angled brush that you like, or any kind of brush, no matter what size or angle or whatever the case might be, just whatever you're comfortable with. So I'm going to be using the script brush with this, and I'm going to dip it in like that. You don't have to grab a whole lot. You can always go back and grab a little bit more. Just kind of wipe off the side just so we don't have too much. So we have about that much on our brush. And I'm going to start from the middle of the eye. Now some people like to just start from the inner portion or inner corner and work their way out, and vice versa, but definitely do whatever feels comfortable for you. And I'm going to look down into the mirror, and we're going to start off, like I said, in the middle of the eye. So right here, I'm just using really short strokes. And this formula is really nice, this fluid line, because it just kind of glides onto your eye and you don't have to tug on your eye, which is really nice, so we don't get wrinkles. Then I'm going to move towards the inner corner right here, just keeping those lines really soft and keeping the strokes really short. Now once I get to the middle part of the eye, I'm going to kind of start to bring the line up just a little bit. Just bring it at an angle right here. And then I'm just going to fill in that area. And then I'm going to create a tiny angle up here. And then fill it in. So we have that nice wing, and it's a nice continuous line. So it's kind of like at an angle like that. Now you can make this angle as inclined or as thick as you would like. I'm going to kind of leave it right there. I'm going to kind of drag it down from that point and drag it down to the lower lash line. And just go under those lashes and a little bit in the waterline. Now whatever residual fluid line that I have on my brush, I'm just going to very lightly stroke it inward, just so it creates like a really natural shadow on the waterline. Now I made the line a little bit more thick than I wanted to right here on the bottom, so I'm just going to clean that up a little bit with a Q-tip. If you have those ones that have like that nice angle, go ahead and use that. Those are really nice for using with makeup. Okay, so once you have that cleaned up, I'm going to take my 219 pencil brush and my Carbon eyeshadow. This is just a very, very basic matte black eyeshadow. You can find a matte black eyeshadow pretty much anywhere in any kind of brand, and they all look the same. So you don't have to spend $14 to get a black matte eyeshadow from MAC. So I'm just going to very, very lightly dip it in there, and I'm going to take a tissue and just blot it, just because I don't really want it to have a really rich black color. I kind of want it to be like a subtle black, almost like a dark gray. And I'm going to smudge out that line, just the edge, because I don't exactly want it to be like a smoky eye or anything. I just want that line to be really soft. So I'm just using really short dabbing motions. I'm kind of just dabbing it like this. Dab, dab. And of course be really gentle. So it's kind of like little tiny check marks. Just dab, dab, dab. And I'm also kind of bringing it upward a little bit too, just so it kind of diffuses that line a little bit. Now you can go back to your fluid line or any kind of eyeliner that has a really, really sharp point. This is the Pen Ultimate from MAC, and see how it has a tiny, tiny point. And this is completely optional, but this really adds to the whole shape of her eye. So notice like right here I have that tiny point. That kind of adds like to the cat eye effect. So that's what I'm going to do right here. Just very, very lightly, because I don't want, if I press down a lot, it will kind of make the color a little bit too rich, and I kind of just want it to be like a soft shadow creating that point instead of like a dark, rich black line creating that point. So I'm going to bring it in like this. Just create that nice point. And this just really enhances the cat eye look. So we have that nice point right here, and then we have that point up here. So it kind of draws it out in a sort of angular sort of shape. So now I'm just going to put on some false lashes. These are the Ardell Hotties, and if you like to use mascara instead of false lashes, you can definitely do that as well. Okay, so I have the false lashes on right now. I'm going to zoom you out so we can put on our lipstick and our blush. And the blush I'm going to be using is a beauty powder from the Rose Romance collection from MAC, and this is called Summer Rose. I'm going to use my Afterglow Cosmetics blush brush. I'm going to put that right here. And this just creates a really, really subtle, soft pink glow. It's really pretty. Can you see that? And then for the highlight, I'm going to be using the Shimmer Stripes from Sally Girl. This is called OMG. Still using the same brush. I'm just going to kind of swipe that across the top of my cheekbones. And then for lips, I'm just going to be using a very subtle pink lip gloss. This is the Tricolor lip gloss from MAC's Sugar Sweet collection, and this is called Tasty. Okay, and that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you so, so much for stopping by, taking time out of your days to come by and watch my videos. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.